On a summer night when the galaxy was shining, Kyonu and Jingnyo stood side by side on the Ojakyo bridge. Until the still night sky, the two looked puzzled.
Hey Jingnyo, this is Ojakyo Bridge. Why are we here?
I thought we just came to see the stars. Don't you think it's a special day?
At that moment, a swallow flew through the night sky.
Congratulations, Kyonu and Jingnyo, you've become adults from today.
Adults?
Yes, according to Korean tradition, you become an adult by the time you turn 16. Today is the day of your coming of age day.
What's a coming of age day? A day when you only dress like a grown-up?
Or the day you get more New Year gift money?
A coming of age day is not just about getting old. It's about consciousness to learn responsibility and self-reliance. You become an adult through coming of age day for men, 관례, and coming of age day for women, 계례, that have existed since the Goryeo dynasty. I'll explain from now on.
After finishing his speech, the swallow led the two around the sky. Before long, the background changed from the galaxy to a traditional village, and Kyonu and Jingnyo were dressed up in hanbok.
The first is a 차례. It's the stage of greeting to your parents and village elders before they become adults.
In the middle of the village, people gathered. Grandmothers and grandfathers in the village were also together. Grandmother said, looking at them with warm eyes. In ancient times, the ceremony has been an important day to express gratitude to parents. You always have to greet them with all your respect and heart.
When you bend down and bow, consider the love you have received so far. Your heart will be solemn.
Kyonu and Jingnyo bent down and bowed deeply in front of the elders and their parents in the village. The eyes of the two people changed slightly in their hearts and eyes that were conveyed for the first time.
Now, next is 관례 and 계례. Kyonu will wear his top knot, and Jingnyo will brush her hair neatly and put binya in the hat. Top knot is used by men to tie their hair, and binya is an ornament that is attached to the hair to fix the hair.
With a neat touch, Kyonu wore top knot on his head and Jingnyo brushed her hair neatly and inserted a piño. The two looked at each other and left.
That's pretty cool.
I really feel like an adult.
The elders of the village decided on a job that expressed the desire to become great person for Kyonu and Jingnyo.
Kyonu, your child 정성. I hope you will always be sincere and careful.
Thank you, I'll keep that in mind.
Jingnyo, your son is Yeji. Keep your wise and good for her. It's an honor I will engrave it deep in my mind.
Cha, which means different from the name, was a new name given to adults. It contained the direction and determination to lead. Now there is the final stage left. The swallow flew back up and shouted,
Now that you guys are an adult, it is your last turn to receive the Hopae.
Hopae? What is that?
Is the food?
Don't you know that too? Hopae is...
Then Sato, that rules an area, appeared. Sato, who approached at a confident pace, held a hopae in his hand.
A Hopae is like an identification card from Joseon Dynasty. It had a name, age, and place of origin written on it.
This is my Hopae. It's really pretty, isn't it? This shape is slightly different depending on this status. Joseon used this to graph the population, collect the taxes, and manage the people through Hopaes.
That's right. If you are over 16 years old, you must have a Hopae. And if you don't have a Hopae, you will be considered a criminal and you will be punished.
So it's better for you to Hopae.
Sato handed over his hopae to Kyonu and Jingnyo.
From now on, you're an adult and a member of society.
Kyonu and Jingnyo were deeply moved by the hopae. As a member of society, they felt a sense of responsibility as a true adult.
I really became an adult.
That's right, now we have to take responsibility for what we say and do.
At that moment, the swallows flew back in from the night sky and flapped their wings as if singing a congratulatory song on the Ojakyo Bridge. As if the starlight were to permeate the galaxy, calm emotions permeated the hearts of Kyonu and Jingyo.
To become an adult is not just about getting older. Now my words can change someone's day, and to know that my actions can move someone's mind. In other words, it is to have a mature mindset and responsibility.
Jingyo looked at the Hopae in her hand and looked back at Kyonu.
Are we really adults? I don't know yet. How should I live?
Kyonu was silent for a moment, then he nodded and said,
I don't know, but if we don't forget what we learned today, I think we can get better little by little.
When the swallow heard it, he tilted his head and said with a playful smile,
That's enough. Being an adult is not because you're perfect, but because you want to learn. It's also great to have a responsibility for everything you do and have a heart that grows over time.
Jingyo smiled at the words and Kyonu also smiled together. Somehow it seemed to lighten my heart a little. Then the elders of the village came up and talked to us. This is a small gift from the elders of my village to you. It contains everyone's heart about what kind of adults you want to become. The elders blessed Kyonu and Jingyo by saying good words. Always live faithfully and wisely. Be an adult who knows how to reach out to anyone in need. As they heard, they felt their hearts warm again. It seems that sincerity was conveyed from the heart.
This is what a precious gift.
Let us not forget this day and the heart we received.
Once again, above them, who looked up at the night sky, a shooting star dropped. The swallow flew up and shouted playfully,
Don't forget to make a wish, and please remember your attitude as an adult that you got today.
Other days are one day, but the path to adulthood is a lifetime. Don't be impatient and take your time and walk in your own steps.
And Kyonu and Jingyo standing side by side with the Hopae on the Ojakyo Bridge. The galaxy was more brilliant and the stars were twinkling for a long time.